Thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies. Today we're looking at this first generation Scion TC. This should be the same, if not very similar, for the 2004 to 2010 year models. Here is your underhood label. This label gives you some pretty information about your vehicle, such as the year and what emissions components are on your vehicle, and also what emission standards your vehicle conforms to, so federal or California. But moving on, or going real fast, I should say, everything looks pretty easy to get to and should be fairly easy to fix. Right here on top, find your mass airflow sensor. Your mass airflow sensor is responsible for measuring how much air is entering the engine. A faulty mass airflow sensor could send a lot of different codes, so make sure the mass airflow sensor itself is nice and clean. If you do think this is a problem or an issue on your vehicle, make sure the wiring harness going to it is good as well. A little more towards the firewall and engine, you're going to find another important EVAP component, and this is going to be your canister purge valve or solenoid. This solenoid allows fuel vapors to go into the intake, so the vapors are burned through the combustion system and through the catalytic converter and out the tailpipe. A bad purge solenoid can cause many codes, some of which would be a P0441 or a P0446. Those are common, but they do cause many more codes. The main issue that I see with these a lot is that they don't close all the way. So you could do a 9-volt battery test or a ohms resistance test. These cause a large EVAP leak or sometimes a small EVAP leak. So they do commonly go bad. This is your vapor purge solenoid. That's it for the driver's side. Moving to the passenger side, firewall and rear valve cover is going to be another pretty vital, important emissions component. Here you're going to find the positive crankcase ventilation valve, also known as your PCV. This valve allows blow-by and condensation built up in the crankcase to flow through the intake and combustion process and through the exhaust and catalytic converter. A faulty PCV valve could cause a code such as P0171 to come up in the computer, which is a lean code. Here is your PCV valve. PCV valves are often neglected as a normal maintenance procedure. I highly recommend you replace this cheap part every 45 to 60,000 miles. Better safe than sorry. Moving on to the front of the engine, here is an important piece of the emission system in the exhaust stream. Here is your bank 1, sensor 1, oxygen sensor, or possibly air fuel ratio sensor. Look for a link in the description below to purchase if you need one. Pre-catalytic converter oxygen sensors or lambda sensors measure the amount of air to fuel ratio in the exhaust stream coming from the combustion process through the exhaust stream. With this reading, the computer knows how much fuel to give or take away from the engine to create the perfect combustion air to fuel ratio. A bad oxygen sensor can cause poor fuel economy, and also if you have a heater circuit malfunction code such as a P0135 or a P0141, I would start thinking or suspect your oxygen or lambda sensor to be at fault. If you have a lean or rich code, I would at that time start my diagnosis to find a leak in the vacuum system or the exhaust system that the computer cannot fix by giving or taking away fuel from the combustion process. These are your pre-catalytic converter oxygen sensors. That sensor looks pretty easy to replace. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share while you're watching as well. That's enough for the emissions up in the engine compartment. Under the vehicle, in front of the rear wheel, fuel vapor canister, or also called your charcoal canister. It is an emissions control device that traps vapors from the EVAP system and sends them to the fuel tank for later use, if it's working properly. They very rarely go bad. This is your fuel vapor canister. One of the things I like about this Scion is everything looks pretty accessible and easy to replace. On the rear of the vapor canister, you're going to find the leak detection pump is a component in the EVAP system used by the computer to pressurize the EVAP system and self-diagnose to check for leaks. The pump works by pressurizing the EVAP system and holding that pressure while the computer checks for pressure loss. If you are having a problem with the leak detection pump, more than likely you should replace the component itself. Most common problems with the leak detection pump would be a ruptured diaphragm, maybe an inoperable solenoid, or a jammed valve. Also, the computer uses the leak detection pump as the vent solenoid to vent vapors into the atmosphere on most vehicles. If you feel your leak detection pump is the issue and needs to be replaced, make sure you check for broken vacuum lines and poor electrical connections before replacing this component. This is the leak detection pump. Make sure you look for a link in the description below to purchase if needed. It looks like if you need to replace any of the components here at the rear on your vapor canister, it all comes as an assembly. You can find links in the description below to purchase that assembly, and it doesn't look like they're too expensive anymore. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Hopefully one of these videos right here will help you out. If this video does not, like, subscribe, and share. Again, I will see you guys on the next hopefully helpful video. Thanks for watching.